Spooky morning, evening, and or night. I'm Count Dancula.
I'm Frank and Ryan's monster.
And welcome to the Small Town Table Talk Podcast.
Halloween week.
Alright, well, hey, it's Halloween week, Ryan.
Yes, it is.
Are you gonna be wearing a costume?
I mean, probably not. I thought about it. Tori and I were supposed to go costume shopping, but we haven't yet. Don't know if we will.
Well, I mean, at the time of the recording, you still have 10 days.
I suppose.
That's like a week and a half.
I don't know. I probably won't.
What do you think the most popular costumes are going to be this year? I'm expecting
Among Us.
Sexy Nurse and Sexy Coronavirus.
Nah, it'll be Among Us stuff.
Among Us? A lot of
Among
astronauts?
Us. Yeah.
Otherwise, I guess people could just use like a hazmat suit from like Goodwill or something, I guess.
I mean, I guess. That's not really the best quality stuff, but you know.
It's not the best quality, but it's
What do you
for
expect
someone
from
on a
people?
budget. I don't know. See, what I was planning on doing for a Halloween costume, I wanted to dress up as the dad from Onward, the new Pixar movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the khaki pants and then the hoodie that's like got the hat and glasses on.
Yes.
I loved that movie, but you know, I don't
movie.
have anywhere that I'm going to be able to wear it to. Let's see, Halloween's on a Friday. I might be on campus that day, but I also don't want to spend like $100 on stuff for a costume.
Yeah,
if I'm only
costumes
gonna
are
wear it for
expensive.
2 hours.
Costumes are expensive, and in the past, I've spent way too much on costumes.
See, now if you got a costume that was cool enough that you could reuse for years and years,
I could reuse my Pennywise stuff. I could still do all that makeup.
well, you could, but I was thinking more so like a really cool replica Iron Man suit.
That would be dope. That's expensive, though.
Oh, yeah. The one I was looking at getting, yes, I did consider getting one if you didn't know that. I think it was $1,600 or $1,800.
What?
Yeah.
Nah.
But it was also decked out with all sorts of technology. So like the helmet opened, it had flaps on the back that opened. It spewed out like a little bit of smoke. This one was War Machine, so the turret on his shoulder that also spun. But no, I'm not gonna invest that much money. I'm not gonna buy a cheap car off of Facebook.
Get a, who's that guy from Halloween? Michael Myers. Get a Michael Myers costume with a
Myers?
working machete. Hey.
Perfect.
Hey.
Actually, that's not even Michael Myers' costume. I think that was originally was it Captain Kirk
Jason?
from Star Trek?
What? Who are you talking about?
Michael Myers.
The guy with, like, the white mask thing?
Yeah, they took a Captain Kirk mask and painted it white.
Did they actually?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I don't watch Star Trek.
Well, neither do I, but I still know that about the original Halloween movie.
I don't.
Well, now you do.
Now I do. I'll be honest. I have not watched enough like classic horror movies. I love the horror movie genre, but I just haven't watched enough of classic ones.
I watched the original Poltergeist movie that came out in 19 something,
Yeah.
a long time ago. That was one of the first scary movies that I really watched. It was when I was like 13 or 14 years old.
Did it scar you for
I
life?
was scared shitless. It didn't scar me for life, but I was
I
scared.
really want to watch like Exorcist, some of the Halloween movies, Friday the 13th, slasher movies, stuff like that.
Just recently, didn't someone or some group say, "Oh, hey, this movie right here, this is the scariest movie scientifically speaking."
Yeah, I saw that. It just came out, at least at the time of the recording. Some article came out. It was like Sinister. Never seen the movie, but
Well, I'm actually Googling it right now. Let's see.
they did some weird thing with like heart rate monitors, like
Yep.
while people watched movies, and that had the average or the highest average or something.
Yeah, so the scariest movie, according to science, is actually Sinister, with an average heart rate from the viewer of 86 beats per minute.
I mean,
Behind that was Insidious with 85, then Conjuring at 84, Hereditary at 83, and I mean, there's more, but I don't actually want to open the article.
okay, so here's the thing. I don't fully believe this article just because I've seen both The Conjuring and Insidious. Neither of those movies were really that scary.
I think
If
that
I'm
I've
being
seen them
honest.
both as well. Yeah, I would expect spookier, but
I mean, The Conjuring is
Not
that
alright.
kind of movie that I watch like every year, and I'll just have like as background noise while I play Minecraft or something. It's like It's just it's a good movie. Not that scary though.
I really do think that I'm sure many people have said this already, but it really seemed like it was more of a comedy than a horror. And it was all because of that kid from Stranger
Yeah.
Things.
It was just a good movie.
The sequel
Like,
was kind of iffy, but the first
yeah,
one
the
was
sequel
good.
was hit or miss. I think it was overall a good movie, the second one, but the first one was definitely the better of the two.
Oh, easily, hands down.
But I mean, it had some scary moments. It had funny moments. I think it was just overall a well-rounded, entertaining movie, which is why it was so popular.
Now, I don't know if it counts as a scary movie, but did you ever see A Quiet Place?
Not the whole thing, but I've seen like a whole bunch of scenes of it.
I really liked that movie. I'm pretty sure it's available on Hulu, so give that a watch. Tell me what you think.
I've heard it's pretty good. The second one's supposed to come out. It was supposed to come out this year, but
It was supposed to come out like 3 or 4 months ago already.
it didn't.
No, it did not. And I'm pretty upset about that.
Yeah, but we can talk more about horror movies later because we got something we got to talk about today.
We got some stuff planned. What do we have planned?
Because Daniel, it's Halloween season, and
It's Halloween
other than
week
like
at this time.
other than spooky stuff, what is the one thing that really sets Halloween apart?
Pumpkins.
That's a good guess. Probably more so than the one that I'm saying, but ignore pumpkins.
Okay.
What's the third biggest thing?
Skimpy outfits for girls to wear to parties.
All right, what's the fourth thing?
Well, I know the answer, so I'm just
Candy.
gonna say it. Candy!
Everyone loves candy, and Halloween is like, the time of candy. If Christmas is the time of presents, Halloween is the time of candy.
Well, what about Easter?
Easter is the time of eggs.
Okay, sure.
That's
Not chocolate bunnies?
No, that's how it happens. It's how it works.
Okay. Fine, you know what? Continue. Halloween candy.
Halloween candy.
Halloween candy.
So every year, people go trick-or-treating, and they get candy. And everyone loves candy. Well, maybe not everyone, but if you don't love candy, you don't love life or happiness.
Yeah.
So candy. Daniel, you and I have made a list
A list.
of 25 different candies, and we rank them in that tier list. So
Yes,
for those
sir.
of you who don't know what a tier list is, it's like a rating category based on 6 letters, at least in this one, which are S, meaning the top, A, B, C, D, and F. Obviously, F is the lowest tier. S, for whatever reason, is the highest.
Because it's superior. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I'm sure there's a reason. Not sure what it is, but S is the highest tier. So we took this list of 25 different candies and sorted them into our own tier system. And we are going to go over those and kind of compare what we had for answers. I mean, is there anything I forgot, Daniel?
Let's see. Halloween candy. We covered what a list is, how we're ranking them. Yeah, no, I think that we're just about good to start actually talking about what these candies are.
Oh, I guess we should probably say that these are letters of the alphabet, and if you don't know what S, A, B, C, D, or F are, you probably don't know what the rest of this podcast says. It's all in English. Come on, people. Come
one
on.
other thing. We
What?
also, Ryan and I based our rankings of candies off of the same list online. The
Oh, yeah.
article was titled, I believe, like the 25
Most popular Halloween candies.
Halloween candies in America.
Something like that.
So if you really feel like looking it up, you can, but really, what's the point? You're gonna know what all the candies are here.
Also, disclaimer, these are our own opinions. They're not right, they're not wrong, they're just our own opinions.
And they're better than yours.
They're better than yours, that's why we have a podcast and you don't. Sorry, cry about it. Now,
All right.
are you ready to start?
Yep.
Then
So,
let's begin.
is that Dr. Pepper?
You know it.
Ryan, you're not gonna be able to go to sleep tonight.
Never can.
Never can, because it's a soda can.
That was grade A comedy. Didn't even know what happened.
Okay.
I'm just that good.
So starting with the our F rankings.
What is your first F tier candy, Daniel?
Now, when you ask the first F tier candy, do you want to know like my worst
You can,
candy?
okay, so I know you rank them within each individual tier, so you have like F1, F2, F3, whatever. I just was pretty average. If it's an F tier, it's an F tier. There's not like an F1. So for you, start with your lowest and work up. I'm just going to start with whatever one I put first in my tier. I
Okay,
guess.
well, bottom of the list, I'm sure a lot of people are going to agree with me, and if you don't, you're a monster. Candy corn.
I put Almond Joy as my first of the F tier.
Really?
Yes. So here's the thing. Actually, wait. How should we do this? Should we maybe, since you did your individual rankings, you just say what you have as your lowest to highest, and then I'll say where I put that in my list.
Okay.
You think that's an easier way to do it?
I mean, sure, I guess.
I feel like that then we'll like conflict more because we're talking about the same candy.
Yeah, so candy corn is at the bottom of the list. I'm sure a lot of people are going to agree. They're gross. It's just, ugh.
I did not put it in F tier.
I hate them so much.
Candy corn is a D tier candy.
No. See,
You know why? You know
Ugh.
why? Because
Why?
it's not gross to the point where I won't eat them. Because actually, if there's a bowl of them on the table, I'll keep picking away at it until the bowl's empty or
Ryan,
I get sick.
If there was a bowl of candy corn on a table and right next to it there was a bowl of glass shards, I would reach for the glass shards.
No,
first.
you're just wrong. That's
No, I'm not.
Candy corn's not that bad.
Yes, it is. I hate candy
No.
corn so much.
All it is frosting. It's
I
just
don't
like
like
hardened
frosting.
frosting. It's just sugar. That's all it is. It's just like harder sugar.
Second to worst on my list is Lifesavers.
What?
They all take.
No.
I don't like hard. I don't like hard
I
sucking
put
candies.
Lifesavers as a B tier.
Well, you're wrong.
There's no way it's an F tier. Okay, regardless of if you're talking about like the hard ones or the gummy ones, there's no way it's lower than, maybe I'll give you a C.
Hey, I'm just telling you where it's at for me. I just
Hey,
don't like
Daniel,
them that much.
if it was a
the
Lifesaver
hard ones,
like
are they're
a mint-
individually wrapped. They make a mess, and it's just there for the cheap parents to buy.
If it was just like the Lifesaver mint, where would you put that?
Lifesaver mints?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be like a A or a B.
That's bogus.
I love the Lifesaver
There's no way
mints.
you're gonna put a bland, disgusting mint over a fruit flavored candy.
It's too
Some of
late.
them are
I
even
already
gummy.
did that.
Oh my god, no! I used to get the Lifesaver gummies when we would go to the movies, you know, and they were stretchy and gummy. I would put them on my fingers, and I'd become Thanos. I'd become Thanos of the gummy flavors. You can't do that with an F tier candy.
Yes, you can,
You're just wrong.
because it's
Lifesaver
an
is
F-tier
not.
candy.
It's not an F tier. It's at the lowest a C tier.
Agree to disagree.
Whatever. You're an idiot.
Next on the list, I don't know how you're going to disagree with me on this one, but double bubble gum.
Okay, so I disagree because I put it as a D, but I originally had it as an F, and I felt bad because I felt like I had too many F tiers, so I moved it up to D. That was a
Yes.
sympathy D. But in all honesty, I would put it as an F tier. I'll just chew like a regular piece of gum.
First of all, bubble gum. What the hell kind of flavor is that supposed to
It's not a flavor. It's
just-
bubble.
be? Bubble gum is its own flavor, and I hate
It's
it.
like-
I hate it so much.
It's like soap. It's like soap flavored.
And it only tastes like bubble gum for like the first 15 seconds that you have in your mouth. It's the
Also-
worst kind of gum out there.
Bubble gum is a different flavor wherever you get it. Like, you go to the dentist when you were a kid, of course, and they're like, "What flavor do you want?" If you say bubble gum, it's not going to taste like bubble gum gum. It's going
It's
to
going
taste
to
like
taste the
something
hell
else.
of a lot like bubble gum toothpaste, though.
And what's so double about it? Why is it double bubble?
Because
You
you're
can't-
able to blow 2 bubbles out of it before it loses its flavor.
No, that's just dumb. That's wrong.
It all bad. It's bad.
It's just gross. Wait, here's I just want to throw this one out. It wasn't on the list, but I just want your opinion. Tootsie Rolls.
Oh god, I love Tootsie Rolls. I love
I
Tootsie
do too.
Rolls so
Okay.
much.
We don't need to rank them, but I just wanted to, because like Double Bubble is like one of those 4th of July parade candies that you'll just the people in the parade will just throw out huge handfuls. And if it comes down to Tootsie Roll or Double Bubble, I always reach for the Tootsie Roll because then the Double Bubble just like sits in a puddle.
Yep.
And I won't bat an eye at that. It can just drown itself.
Double Bubble is the worst gum.
Tootsie Roll, I'm saving and giving CPR and then put it in my mouth. I love Tootsie Rolls.
Thank you for the visual.
You're welcome.
All right, next on my F tier list, I have Blow Pops.
Okay, you're also wrong.
It's the same gum as Double Bubble, basically, and I don't like hard candies that much.
Okay, so I put it at a C tier. I can accept like a high D, but there's no way it's an F.
Well, you're wrong.
Because the same rules apply. I rank my F tier by candies that I will not eat. Like I would rather starve than eat these candies. I will willingly take a Blow Pop. If someone offers me one, I'll take it.
The only suckers or hard candies that I will eat are those like caramel apple suckers.
Those are
Dum
delicious.
Dums, specifically the cotton
Dum
candy
Dums are
ones.
good too. Cotton candy's a banger.
And I think that's basically it.
You're wrong. You're just wrong.
No, definitely not.
Blow Pops aren't the greatest, so I'll accept a D tier. I initially had them as a C tier though. I don't think they're F tier though.
Okay, well, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. That does it for my F tier list. Is there any more comments that you want to make about it?
How about we just go over what I have on my F tier list and see
Yeah, that
what you
works for me.
think. Almond Joy.
Yeah, you're gonna hate me so much for
It's
this,
an F
but
tier.
I love coconut, so I actually have Almond Joy on my S tier.
No. Okay.
Almond Joys are some of the best
coconut.
candies out there.
I hate coconut, so I'm not that upset that you put it as an S tier, just because coconut's one of those flavors that
Either you hate it or you love it.
yeah, you either hate it or you love it. I hate coconut, so that's why I put it as F. Nothing against the rest of the candy, I just don't like coconut.
Yeah, that's fair.
Lemon Heads, also an F tier.
Yeah, I have lemon heads on my D list.
Okay, so we can agree that it's DF tier. Lemon is not a candy flavor.
It's not. The only way you should use lemon is lemonade and lemon tarts, like those little bars. Lemon bars, that's what they're called.
If it's like a sour candy, I'm not opposed to lemon.
You mean like Warheads?
Like Warheads, sour Skittles, sour Patch Kids, things like that. I'm not upset if I get a lemon, although it's always my least favorite flavor.
Understandably, too.
But like Lemon Heads, a candy that's all lemon, is just gross. I don't want it. Get it away from me.
What do you have next on your...
The last F tier I have is Hot Tamales.
Yeah, I also have hot tamales as a D.
Okay, so those are just gross. Like spicy candy.
Why?
Go to hell. Just go to hell and burn.
That's probably where hot tamales come from.
Probably. That's what Satan eats. Or the devil.
No, those are actually the devil's droppings.
What?
You know how rabbits make
yeah,
like
I
cute
get you.
little, cute little piles?
Yeah.
It's basically what the devil does, but it's hot
Yeah.
tamales.
So I'm sorry if you like hot tamales, but you're like
You're wrong.
eating devil turds.
Yep.
They're just gross. Cinnamon is not a candy flavor. Same thing with like the big red gum.
Hot tamales should definitely rebrand and rename themselves Devil Turds.
I think that'd be great. Devil turds?
I mean, I still wouldn't buy them, but I think it'd be funny.
All right, move on to your D tier.
All right, my deer tier. Well, you already know about
D tier.
deer tier. D tier. My D tier. You already know about lemon heads and hot tamales. We already discussed those.
We agree.
But also Hershey Kisses. Something about the Hershey Kiss. Something about it just tastes different from all the other Hershey chocolates, and I can't stand it.
No, it's not a D tier.
That's just where I put it.
No, you're just wrong.
Not to mention their packaging, the tinfoil wrapper with that little paper strip.
Okay.
It never ends up in the garbage, and you never know where it goes. And then, like 6 months later, you're cleaning the house, and you find like another one.
Yeah,
just
I will
laying
admit
under the couch.
the wrapping of Hershey Kiss, it's terrible. Like why? I hate individually wrapped candy for the most part. Just give me a big bag with all of them just unwrapped.
Maybe that's already available.
But when it comes to chocolate, like it'll melt and then, so I understand. But still. Also, what's the little flag for? Why have that?
I don't know.
What's the point?
Because they need to like label it so you know what it is, and they don't label the tinfoil. So
Or they say like it makes it easier to open. Like you grab it and you pull it.
Does anyone ever actually grab the paper?
It doesn't actually help. If it helps you, you're lying.
Whatever. The last thing that I have on my D tier list is Tootsie Pops.
Ugh! You're wrong.
I've said it 1,000 times already. I don't like hard candies.
Okay, so Hershey Kiss, I put it B tier. Tootsie Pops, A tier.
Well, I'm glad that you agree there. The only good part of a Tootsie Pop is the Tootsie's Roll Center.
No, the outside is good too. It's like a blow pop, but better. And then the Tootsie in the middle is amazing.
Okay, Ryan, you seem to forget. I don't like I don't like the blow pops either.
You probably just don't like happiness.
I don't.
Well,
When I
that's
see a
why
puppy-
you don't like good candy.
When I see a puppy, instead of feeling joy, I actually feel tremendous sadness,
And
which
that's
isn't
why
true
they
at all,
hate
and I
you and
really don't
pee
want
on you.
people to. I can count on one hand how many times a dog has peed on me. Okay,
You're just wrong. You're just dumb. It's
whatever.
dumb.
That's my D tier list.
Continue with your C tier. And we're just going to do it this way. I don't even know
Okay.
what we're doing at this point.
Well, my C tier, top of the list is, bottom of the list, I should say, Jolly Ranchers.
Okay, I have them at a B tier, but I'll accept a high C tier. I guess I
I've got 'em
understand
low
from
C.
you because like hard candy hurts my stomach.
It's not that they hurt my stomach, it's just that they suck.
No, they don't suck. They're good. Hard candies that you can just suck on. Don't you just like sucking on things, Daniel? Come on.
No, I do not like Jolly Rancher. Whatever. After that, I put Milk Duds. They're
have those at a C tier.
good flavor.
Yeah.
Chewy as
They'll
all.
rip a tooth out.
I'm pretty sure they have.
They will. and they
I'm
have.
saying that with no basis whatsoever, except previously eating Milk Duds, and I would not be surprised if they have pulled out people's teeth before.
Yeah, that caramel is like dangerous. Just like
Tastes-
those
tastes
green
real good,
apple suckers that you mentioned.
Oh yeah.
The same quality of caramel. It will rip your teeth out.
After Milk Duds, I put Taffy.
I had Taffy at a D tier just because Taffy's a real hit or miss.
Like Laffy Taffies, they can be good, but actually getting it out of the plastic coat,
Yeah.
whatever, it's not packaging because you can get like one little piece of it off, and the rest of it is just embedded in the candy.
But see, the article didn't have like Laffy Taffy. It had like
just said
saltwater
taffy.
taffy.
And I do like a good
Like
taffy.
those are candies that you'll get at like some general store when you're like way up north or like in the middle of the boonies. And you go to like a store,
Either
they'll
way
have
up
like a
north or
jar
way
of
down
like
south.
25-cent saltwater taffies. No branding, just like locally made. Just garbage. Or your grandmother would give it to you.
Right.
It's
One of those old people candies.
candies that you take just to be nice. But you don't actually want it.
Now, careful.
That's why I have it
saying
as
that
D tier.
around my brother Andrew.
Does he like
He will
saltwater
kill
taffy?
you over that. He
can't kill
loves
me.
taffy.
Here, no, taffy's good. Like Laffy Taffy, pretty good. Saltwater taffy, I just don't care for it. There's just not much there.
It depends on my mood for that one. That's why I put it kind of in the middle.
I put it D tier, but I don't know.
But after that, my last C tier candy is Three Musketeers.
So I had Three Musketeers as a D tier because if I'm being honest, I don't really even know what Three Musketeers is. 'Cause I don't
It's
really eat 'em.
chocolate with a chocolate flavored nougat in the center.
Oh
I think
yeah,
it's chocolate flavored nougat.
I just think it's kind of like it's average.
It's
I put it D tier because I just don't ever eat them. So the lack of opinion plus it's just an average candy. The times I have, just put it at D tier. But I mean, C tier is fine. I suppose.
I put it higher up because they used to be my favorite when I was like 8 or 9 years old.
Uh-huh.
And also, Dustin gives it to that weird alien thing in Stranger Things.
Oh, I guess yeah.
All right. Well, do you want to any more comments about C tier before we move on to my B tier?
Nah, because I don't. think we only matched on one, so I'll see where these end up on yours.
Okay. Well, on my D tier, bottom of the list there is wait, did I say B or D?
B.
Okay,
I don't
well,
know
yeah,
what you said, but we're on B.
Whatever. We're on B. Bottom of my B tier list is Starburst.
I also put Starburst on my B tier, so I mean some flavors are good. The red one, banger.
Ooh, no, pink. Pink is the best.
Pink is like an average.
No.
Wait,
no.
can we just in unison say what the worst one is? Three, two, one.
Yellow.
Yellow. That was not in unison, but yeah, it's yellow.
I will
Yellow's
edit
the
it
worst.
so it is.
Yellow is the worst. I'm sorry.
The orange isn't much better, though.
No. I would say it probably does go red, pink, orange, yellow.
I would reverse the red and pink personally,
That's
but
fine.
yeah, Starburst, it's...
As long as we can agree that yellow is the worst, because once again, it's a lemon
It's
flavor.
lemon!
It's just not a good flavor for candy. But it doesn't ruin the candy because they're not all lemon, like stupid lemon heads.
Right. So moving up from Starburst, after that I have M&Ms. Now, the article we were looking at, it looked like it was just talking about the regular M&Ms, but if it were talking about either the peanut or the pretzel M&Ms, I would definitely put it higher.
I also had regular M&Ms at a B because they're just, the chocolate isn't the greatest by itself. The candy as a whole is just, little bits of average chocolate.
I do like the candy coating, though.
Yeah, that's good, I suppose. But yeah, I would agree. Like, if they would have thrown in some of the variations, I might have given it an A.
What do you think the best variation of M&Ms is?
I really like the peanut butter ones.
I can do those sometimes. I actually, you know what? No, I'm going to take it back. Not the peanut or pretzel. I'm going to say the peanut or almond.
I hate almonds.
Oh, I do love good almond candy.
As you can tell from my almond joy at F tier, almonds and coconut, gross.
Well, I guess you wouldn't be much of a fan of pina coladas or...
No, I'm not.
No, whatever. Okay. After that, Sour Patch.
You're an idiot.
Hey, it's still higher ranking than...
No, you're an idiot. Sour Patch is an S tier. S tier.
Well, no,
Yes, it is.
I don't think so.
Is it the most top? No. Is it probably bottom S? Maybe I'll give you a top A. Sure. No way it's a B.
It's in the upper 50 percentile.
I don't
It's got to count for
care.
something.
I don't care. It's an A.
Well,
Or
at least I didn't
F.
give it an F.
No, you're... How is it a B?
Because that's where I put it.
Yeah, but why?
I
You
don't
just have
know.
a minor lapse in your judgment?
Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine, though. Like
No,
I-
it's
I
not.
just-
Sour Patch is an A or an S. I like it enough that I put it as an S.
well,
B is
good
just
for
wrong.
you.
Because they even have different sizes. You can get little ones, or you can get the bigger ones.
If
They're
I'm
not
going...
like the most sour, but they have enough sour stuff on them to be entertaining.
If I'm going shopping for like a road trip or something at a gas station, I'm sorry, but I am not going to be reaching for Sour Patch Kids.
I am, because they're delicious. S tier.
Well, no.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes. with
After
an
Sour
S.
Patch, you're going to hate me again, but after Sour Patch, I put Skittles.
I mean, I don't hate you. I have them as an A tier, but I'll accept a B tier for the regular Skittles.
Yeah, the
I think the
sour or the
sour Skittles.
tropical.
I'm not a fan of the tropical.
What other ones are there?
I like the sour ones. The sour, I would say, solid A.
Oh, yeah.
Tropical, I might even put those at C tier, to be honest.
Oh.
I just don't care for them. They're just weird flavors. What's going on? Is there a beach party in my mouth? Don't want that. It's gross.
Best flavor Skittle is definitely the green apple.
Green apple's good, but I like grape. And the cherry.
Really?
I'll be honest.
No. Hold on. The grape, the purple one, doesn't taste like grape. It tastes like purple, just like grape soda.
That's a good point. It does. But you know what? Purple grape is a banging candy flavor. I mean, most candies you take, if there's a purple, it's probably going to be pretty good.
Yeah,
Even though
maybe.
it doesn't taste like actual grapes. Candy just has weird flavors like that, like blue raspberry. How is that any different from regular raspberry except it's blue? Or you know what? Just blue. Blue's not a flavor. Tell that to Gatorade.
I guess you've cracked the code, Ryan. Congratulations.
They're all idiots. I'm the
Clearly,
smart
you should
one.
go into marketing.
I should.
All right. Last thing, my B tier is the longest, but last thing on my B tier list is the Milky Way.
Where did I even put Milky Way? Oh, I put Milky Way as C tier.
I think it's basically like a Three Musketeer with caramel.
Yeah, I mean, the caramel doesn't do it enough for me. It's not like it doesn't push it that
There's
much.
not enough of a.
I mean, it makes it go from the caramel pushes it from C to B, or what I say?
something.
No wait, D to C. I had Three Musketeers D.
Well, for me, it's C to B.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm not
well,
that upset. I suppose
that's-
this is where we start throwing hands at the wrong.
All right. Well, A. I'm on my A tier now, and we're bottom of the list for A is a Butterfinger.
So I put Butterfinger at C,
Really?
but the reason is I don't know if I've ever actually had a Butterfinger.
Are you
Maybe I've
serious?
had like one.
Dude, Butterfingers are some of the best candies out there.
I know, because isn't it just like chocolate and peanut butter?
It's like a crunchy kind of peanut butter. I don't know even
Even
know how to
so,
describe it.
sounds delicious, and I would love to eat one, but I just haven't had enough of them to like. I'm not going to put it as an A tier, just purely on the basis of what it is, because that's dumb. But I'm pretty sure when I was a kid, I thought Butterfinger tasted like butter.
What? Are you stupid?
Yeah, I thought I was, I guess.
You thought no, Ryan. I think you just are stupid.
Okay, says the one who put Sour Patch as a B tier.
Yeah, that's just where I'm at. Hold on.
You're an idiot.
So, if in case you want to know what a Butterfinger really is, Ryan, the article that
know
we were
what it
basing
is.
it off of describes it as crispy, crunchy peanut butter chocolate candies.
I knew that.
Well,
It's just, when I was a kid, I thought they were flavored like butter.
you were a really stupid kid. Moving
was.
on. Moving on.
I'm not done.
Well,
I
finish
thought-
being done.
I thought they tasted like butter, so I avoided them. Now I'm no longer an idiot like then, unlike you who still is. I realize that I've been missing out on the Butterfingers,
Are you done now?
I guess.
Okay. Next on my A tier list is the Hershey mini bars.
Okay, I put those at B just because I didn't want to put too many in my A tier. So I pushed it down.
I don't know which one it is. The Mr. Good bar. It's just chocolate and peanuts, but something about it is just god tier. I love
Meh.
it so much.
The rice one's not terrible, but like the regular Hershey one all the way.
Yeah, I had to I didn't put that on my S tier just because the rest of them aren't quite as good. So it kind of drags it down a little bit.
Yeah,
you
I know.
what
I
mean?
clumped them all together, and it's just like they're so small that if I don't really care for the other ones. I don't mind the rice one, but the original's where it's at, and I'd rather just go and get like a full Hershey bar.
Understandable. I mean, you were munching on one of those during our last recording.
Yeah, one of those giant ones. That's half of that still in my fridge.
Still haven't finished that? It's been almost a week.
Well, the last time I had one, I ate it all the same day. Definitely got sick.
Well, that's your fault.
So don't eat that much chocolate in one sitting.
Any other comments about the Hershey minis?
They're good for s'mores.
Oh, yeah.
I've never actually tried it for a s'more, but I feel like that'd be a good amount of chocolate, actually.
I think that's the exact size you're supposed to use for a s'more.
Maybe that's why they made them.
Campfire at my place this weekend. Woo!
Let's go. Woo.
Not really. Don't come over.
Do it. Show up.
You don't know where I live.
I do.
Well, you do, but you're not going to tell everyone else.
How do you know?
Because
You don't know what I'm capable of.
if you do, I can just edit you out with some kind of effect over your voice.
I'll do it after this is uploaded. So.
I hate you so much.
Ha 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 ha.
Whatever. Next on my A tier list, so this is number 6 for me overall. Swedish fish.
I have those as an S tier.
Is that like your number 1?
No, that's why I'm not like throwing hands right now. I would put those overall at number 2. And it's a recent thing. Like years ago, I wasn't all that into Swedish Fish. I thought they were kind of gross. They were just kind of a bland flavor. But now, for whatever reason, Swedish Fish or Swiss fish, Canadian fish, because they're made in Canada, they're just awesome. I love them.
I don't know what it is. I can eat an entire like 3-pound bag in one sitting.
Yeah, same.
It's not good for me.
How is it not an S tier then?
Oh, because all the S tier ones I have, I could eat even more than Swedish Fish.
Meh.
Above Swedish Fish, right after that, Snickers. Specifically frozen Snickers, like the bite-sized ones.
You and Tori have the same thing, like candy's better frozen. I don't
not all candy, just Snickers.
She does it with Milky Ways.
Well, that's weird.
But like Snicker, I also have it in an A. But like
Snickers are good candies.
I don't care that much for like frozen. I don't know. Too much work biting into a rock hard.
That's why it has to
chocolate
be the
bar.
bite size.
Yeah, but I don't want a bite-sized candy bar. Like
No, you get like a big bag of the bite-sized ones.
bigger
You
is
freeze them
better.
all.
Bigger is better.
Not
Don't
when
you know
it comes
anything?
to frozen. You're gonna break your teeth off.
Don't freeze it then. See?
I hate you.
You're going for like quality over quantity. I'm going quantity over quality.
No, I
for
think
me-
most people would agree that quantity is better than
No.
quality. Wait,
Yeah,
no, quality
exactly.
is better than quantity.
See? Yeah.
No,
that's what
Ryan, I
you
was.
said. Nah, you said quantity.
Sorry.
Because here's the thing, all right? If I had to give it a grade, I would give Snickers like a 9 or something along those lines, you know?
9 out of what? 10?
Sure. Just as a reference. I don't know if that's accurate or not.
What? Sure.
No, I'm not. I'm just using it as a reference for my explanation. Snickers frozen, maybe it's better, but it's only better by like 0.1.
I guess.
So I would rather have like a full size 9 than a mini 9.1.
What if you had 5 mini 9.1s though?
That's too many wrappers.
Well, no, you can get like a bag of literal bite-sized candies.
But they're
and
all
none of
individually
them are-
wrapped.
No, they aren't.
I feel like they are.
I have personally bought several of these to freeze and munch on.
I don't know. I think you're an idiot.
I am, but that's besides the point.
Also, that's more expensive. Probably.
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm sure
When
it
I say
is.
that I buy it, I mean that my mom used to buy it and I used to steal them from her.
I don't know. I think you're wrong, but, you know. Snickers is an A. That's all we need to know.
All right, moving on to the S tier, bottom of the list there. So number 4 overall is the Almond Joy, which I know Ryan hates because he's a monster who also hates puppies and kittens and everything nice.
Disgusting.
No, Almond Joys are fantastic. Coconut is an amazing flavor, and I love almond. And wrap it all in the chocolate. It's oof.
No, Almond Joy, F tier. Because you know what? Coconut, gross. Almonds, bleh. They're bleh.
Yeah, you're definitely in the wrong on this one, champ.
No, I'm not. There's nothing
Yeah.
joyful about that name either. Like, Almond Joy? No. It's just not. It's wrong. There's nothing joyful about almonds. Almonds.
All right. Well, next on the list.
Also, how do you pronounce it?
Almond.
Almond?
Almond.
Almond?
Almond.
Almonds.
Almond.
Almonds.
You're not pronouncing the L enough.
Almonds?
All. Say
Al?
all. All.
All?
Mund.
Mund.
Almond.
Almond.
No.
Almond?
Almond.
Amund.
Almond.
Almond.
Are you just trying to not get it right here?
No, Daniel, I'm accidentally messing up. I'm accidentally calling it an almond.
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 Thank you.
You're welcome. Now it's an
Well,
almond.
Next on the S tier list. So
You mean
number
the F
3.
tier list, at least for almonds?
No.
You're an idiot.
Next on the S tier list is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Thank you.
You agree with me on that one?
Reese's are my number 1.
Oh, Reese's are very good, but sometimes if you eat too many too quick, the peanut butter leaves like a weird film in your mouth or like in the back of your throat. That part is sucky, but
No,
everything else is great.
I don't experience that because you know what? I'll eat those peanut butter lover ones. Crush them.
Do you at least take the wrapper off first?
Obviously, I'm not an animal like you with almonds. The Reese's Pieces, great. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, awesome. Holiday specials, amazing. For Easter one year, instead of like a Hershey chocolate bunny or whatever, Reese's chocolate bunny. It was amazing.
Now, I don't know how many of our listeners are familiar with the fast food chain Culver's, but they have something similar to a Dairy Queen Blizzard called a concrete mixer. And best thing to do is vanilla custard with Reese's peanut butter chunks, like cup chunks, not what you know what I mean. And then also mix in Reese's Pieces.
Daniel, are you ready for a hot topic?
What's a hot topic?
Ice cream, not that good.
What about custard, frozen custard?
Not that good either.
You're a monster.
No, I'm not. You know what?
Yes,
I'm not even lactose intolerant. Ice cream, just not that good.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Do you like frozen yogurt?
No.
Dude, what the hell is wrong with you?
It's just not that good.
Yes, it is.
No, I'm sorry, it's not.
It's a sweet treat that can't be beat.
Obviously it can, because it's just not that good.
You know what? I don't know if I want you at my birthday party anymore.
That's fine. If there was going to be almonds there, I'd rather go to hell with Satan and the hot tamales.
The devil turds.
I'd rather sit with the devil turds than go to your birthday party with ice cream and almonds.
Just because that stuff is there doesn't mean that you have to consume it.
Obviously, you probably force it down my throat.
I might. If you're into
At
that.
least the devil wouldn't do that.
He might.
Nope. I know
He
my
might
boy.
put his turds right in your mouth, not even use the toilet first.
Better than almonds.
Whatever. After Reese's, so my number 2 is Twix.
Twix,
Twix.
A tier. They're
Oh, I do. I
They're
love
good.
Twix.
I used to love them. But, you know, there's just not much there. It's like the crunchy bar, the caramel, and the chocolate. Good mix. But
Look, I love the cookie. I love the caramel. The only thing I don't like, the chocolate for Twix seems to melt at a lot lower of a temperature
It
than
does.
everything else. And so it gets really messy really fast.
Yeah, like you put it in your pocket like at football or basketball games, all right? Go to concessions. You get one. You put it in your pocket. By the time you get back to the stands, it's already starting to melt. Like, what the heck, Twix?
It's the
What are you
messiest candy
making?
bar, I'm sure.
Also, what's the deal with the whole left Twix, right Twix?
I don't know.
It's a whole bunch of bullshit.
They're the exact same thing.
Exactly. They're the same thing. There's no difference.
Maybe there's some point behind it that we're supposed to get, but we're too stupid to. But you know
No,
what? No,
it's
I
a
think that
marketing
the
thing.
Twix Corporation is too stupid.
It's a marketing thing. They're like, hey, what's the difference between the left Twix and the right Twix? Buy them both to find out. You're an idiot. They're the exact same thing, labeled differently.
And Twix come in packages of 2, so depending on which direction you open the package from,
Exactly.
either one could be the left or the right Twix.
It's not like they have writing on the bottom saying left or right, like some people do with their shoes, Daniel.
I don't do that.
They do that on socks, though.
I've only ever had one pair of socks like that, and they were specifically for running when I was in cross country in high school.
I feel like they're mostly like athletic socks that have them, which I guess like certain socks have like padding and stuff in them.
Yeah, my cheap
like,
Walmart socks, not good enough to have L and R written on them.
You know, if I were to cross my feet and it had those labeled socks, it'd be my initials, which is kind of dope.
What kind of dragon stole the left socks in How to Train Your Dragon?
What? Trolls.
They were those trolls?
Yeah, it was trolls. Here's my knowledge of it, all right? It was when, in the first movie, they were discussing about going to the dragon's nest, or finding the dragon's nest, and killing them, you know? And it was after most of the Vikings had left. It was just Stoic. They were, oh no. What's his name?
Take your time.
What's the guy's name with the one arm? It'll come to me. But they were talking, and Stoke was talking about Hiccup about how, he's a disgrace, or he doesn't like to hunt dragons and stuff. and he was telling, God, who is it? It's on the tip of my tongue.
It's not Gobber, is it?
It is Gobber.
It is
I was
Gobber?
thinking Gustav. Yeah, it's Gobber. So Stoic and Gobber were talking, and they were talking about how Hiccup was different. And Stoic is like, he goes hunting for trolls. And Gobber's like, trolls exist. They steal your socks. But only the left ones. What's up with that?
Yeah, I just watched those movies like last weekend, actually. I can't believe that I forgot it was trolls and not one of the dragons.
I love those movies.
So are the How to Train Your Dragon trolls like really tall, like the? Wait, no, I'm thinking
Those are
of
dwarves
giants.
from... Wait, giants?
I was thinking that for some reason I was thinking giants, but I mean in Skyrim, not giants, but the trolls, they're pretty big.
Oh, like
and
cave
furry.
trolls?
But
I thought you were
do
going to
think
talk
that-
about Eitri from Avengers. The dwarves.
Or yeah,
But are really big.
Avengers dwarves, or the dwarves, not dwarves, trolls from the Trolls movies. What kind of trolls do you think exist in the How to Train Your Dragon world?
I don't know.
Whatever. Enough of this tangent. We have to get back to the candy list.
Yeah, what were we on?
I was on Twix. That was my second to last. My top candy, favorite one, Kit Kat.
I have it as an A tier.
Oh, you're wrong. Kit Kats
I'm not,
are
though.
fantastic.
Because here's the thing. All right. They're good. Great. But they're kind of average in the flavor department.
I disagree.
Because, like, okay, describe the flavor.
Kit Katty. I don't know what the
No,
flavor
it's
is.
just chocolate with, like, a wafer.
I don't care. I love Kit Kat. If there's a bowl with
Also-
every single one of these
also-
candies and so many more, Kit
Also,
Kat first.
Kit Kat commercials with, like, the song.
Yeah?
Kit Kats do not sound like that. Do you know how many times I've tried to do that and it doesn't work? Almost every time I eat a Kit Kat.
Well, obviously...
It's like the Twix thing. They're just
Maybe you're just not doing it
liars.
right.
No, they're just liars. It doesn't work.
You're a liar.
No, they are.
Whatever.
They're just lying. They're lying to us.
So you said Reese's was your number one.
Reese's was
Right.
my number one.
Do you have any other comments you want to make?
Almond Joy. Trash.
Almond Joys are fantastic, and
No,
you
they're
know
not.
it.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Just to spite you, they're now at the bottom. Like
I'm going to
I was
kill
going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say like they're a high F tier above Lemonheads and Hot Tamales or Devil Turds, but nah.
You really are.
Almond Joys are
You're a monster.
bottom of the bottom.
And you
I'm
belong
sorry.
on this Halloween episode.
I don't care.
Whatever. Thanks for joining us for this spooky, scary episode of Small Town Table Talk podcast. I would like to thank Bug Hunter and the group Probably for the use of our theme song, It's All Right, off the album Torn Between a Couple. Great band and great music. Should listen to them if you haven't already. Or not. I don't know why you wouldn't, though, because like I said, they're fantastic. If you would like to email us, if you have a question or if you want to be on the show, feel free to reach out at stttpodcast@gmail.com. Ryan, your stuff.
Well, first of all, Almond Joys are disgrace upon the
No,
earth.
they're not.
Just burn them. They're garbage. They're disgusting. Almond Joy, if you're listening, I don't actually hate you that much. I'm just saying it because Daniel loves you. And I just want to spit in his face. So Almond Joys, F tier all the way. Find me on YouTube, Ryan and Tori. Couple vlog channel. Same thing. Yeah, but that's about it.
All right, well, don't die or do and come back as a spooky, scary zombie for next week. Ooh. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye-bye.